Hello guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I thought I'd do another little hair video for you. There are three main ways that I like to curl my hair, and I sometimes get questions on this from a couple of my friends, so I just thought I would explain the tools that I use and just kind of give you a little demo of the ways in which I like to curl my hair. So if you'd like to see my curly hair routines, then please keep on watching. So the first curly hairstyle I like to do is the soft wave look. The curler that I like to use for this is the Tresemme curler. It's a really thick barrel. I believe it's infused with like argan oil or something. And yeah, I like to separate my hair into two sections, all the way down the back, bring it forward and brush it all through. I have already put on some Tresemme heat defense as well, and then just let that dry naturally, just so we are protected. And then from the back, I start taking medium-sized chunks and I just curl my hair forward and then backwards. I'll just kind of show you what I mean. So I'm going to curl this one backwards, hold it here for about 8 to 10 seconds and then let it drop. So the next chunk of hair, I'm going to curl the hair towards my face, and this just kind of gives it that really natural wavy hair look. You want to make sure that the sections of hair that you're taking aren't too big and aren't too small. If they're too big, they're not going to leave a good enough curl, and if they're too small, it's not going to give you that soft wave look. So medium size is what you're going for. Cool, so I've done pretty much the whole of my hair, and I've left out two front sections because I do have little bits cut out a little bit shorter at the front. So I grab each front section, and instead of starting right at the root, I'm going to start about halfway down and just make sure I'm curling away from my face. And now we have curled everywhere. You do want to let the curls just sit for a little bit just to cool down, and instead of brushing the curls through, I just kind of like to shake it about a bit just to like loosen up the curls. Get your fingers, run it through a little bit, but you don't want to break them up too much, especially if you have dead straight hair like me. The curls will just drop so quickly. So just really gently ruffle the curls through. And this is curled look number one. This is like my version of the kind of soft waves, beachy, natural. It doesn't take that much time, which is obviously perfect. It probably took me about 15 minutes max, especially if you're quite quick with just getting around all your hair. This curler is amazing. I will link all the curlers down below. I picked mine up from Argos. I think it was about 20 quid. Take a little bit of hairspray and just spray it through to make sure your curls are going to stay. So I've just put in a whole load of the Tresemme heat defense spray just to protect my hair. The next look we're going to do is a much more tighter kind of ringlety look. I love this one. I actually wear this probably more than the last one because I just think it holds a lot better in my hair. I do think soft waves look beautiful, but for me, I do have dead straight hair, so they just eventually will always fall. Whereas this is kind of like my fail-safe, perfect curling. Just realised how far away this colour is from where I need to be. Okay, I need to go get an extension lead. I'll be back. Okay, we are back with an extra extension lead. The tool that I'm going to use is from Lee Stafford. It is the argan oil curling wand. I believe this is like, they call this like a wave wand. The tool is actually quite questionable. I have taken this to many places and many airports, and I get some weird looks every time. But the bobble effect actually creates this really kind of messy curl. The technique is pretty much the same with all of these. Curling backwards and forwards just all the way around the head. The only thing that differs is really the size of the chunk of hair that you're taking. So this we're going to take a little bit smaller, but actually not that much. Okay, so same again, we've done pretty much our whole head. I've left out the two sections at the front, and I'm just going to curl halfway down and make sure I'm curling away from my face. Cool, so we have finished the whole head of curls. I am currently looking like a bit of a poodle head. So just let the curls sit for a second and make sure they have completely cooled down. Once you've done that, you want to take your tangle teaser and just gently tease the hair through. I first off just like to use my fingers first and then just tangle tease them a little bit just to pull the curls out. And because my hair is extremely flat, I do like to take a couple of sections at the top and just curl them a little bit. I'll show you what I mean. So I take my curler, grab, say, this tiny top section here, and wrap the top section once or twice. Hold it for about 3 seconds and let it go. It just gives a little bit more volume at the top. I absolutely love this hairstyle. This is probably the one I use more. I know that most people tend to prefer like the soft natural waves look, but for me this is just one that is guaranteed to stay in my hair. Even as well when it eventually drops, it just looks so pretty and keeps the curl, and yeah, I absolutely love this one. I do think this wand as well is amazing. It does have this way of making your hair looking a little bit more dishevelled and natural, even though the curls are really tight. I'm pretty sure this was either Argos or Boots. It's very easy to find, really cheap, I think about £29. Obviously hairspray. Of hours later, I'll just let my hair cool down and have a little bit of a break. I've put in a whole load of heat defense spray again, and we are moving on to the third and final curly look. This is the one that kind of gets the most attention, and people are like, how did you do that to your hair? I probably would wear this one to possibly festivals. I wore this to Carnival this year. This is like the really tight hair. For this one I'm using the Lee Stafford chopstick hair curler. It's basically the same method, but just the strands are a lot smaller. But because the strands are so small, you only actually have to hold your hair onto this one for 2 seconds max. So yeah, we're going to do the same thing, part the hair down the back and work our way through. So just a little tip, if you are using this wand, I like to wrap the majority of the hair all the way around and then twizzle the wand so it gets right to the root and then wrap the rest. I think it's really hard because this wand is so hot to get right at the root straight away, so it's easier to just twizzle first and then twizzle it all the way up. I honestly love this hairstyle. This is like one of my favourites. I think this looks so cool. If my hair could look like this naturally, life would be made. Arms are definitely getting a little bit achy on this one, but we are so nearly there. For the front sections, you do just want to curl from the root of your head, otherwise that would look a little bit crazy, wouldn't it? If you just did half of your hair. Nearly there, guys, nearly there. We made it! I know I look a little bit crazy right now, I'm looking like an absolute noodle head. You just want to let the curls sit there and cool down a little bit. Let your fingers just kind of run through the curls. Might get a little bit knotty because the curls are so tight, so just be very, very gentle. You don't have to be too precise, it's not like you're searching for every single curl to comb through. Okay, and then once I have fingered through the majority of it with my hands, I'm going to take a wide tooth comb and then just start to fluff it out a little bit. Once it's all fluffed up and looking very voluminous, I normally take a little bit of hair oil just to make sure it's not looking too frizzy. Normally if I'm wearing this hair all day, I will put this in my bag and just kind of throughout the day just add a bit of oil, because this can tend to frizz up a little bit. So not much, literally a pump, that was probably too much. Rub your hands together and just run this through the ends. And with this hairstyle, I do like to switch up my parting a little bit. I quite like the parting to be really dramatic, so there's one side that's a lot more full. You can either keep it to the same side, looks kind of cute, or if you really want some volume, you can pull it all the way over from the other side. That just gives that added volume. This curler is obviously incredible. This has been around for a while. It's just amazing. I think I got mine from Argos. It was under £20, I'm pretty sure. It might be a little bit more now. And this is curly hairstyle number 3. I absolutely, if my hair could look like this naturally, I think this is just so cool. The only drawbacks is it does take a little while to do, and it's probably not the best for your hair. As a one-off, for something fun like a festival or like a night out. I wore this in Ibiza quite a lot when I was there, and it's just such a cool look. I love how bouncy and voluminous it is compared to like my flat boring hair. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my 3 favourite curly hairstyles. I absolutely love all 3 of these. I use them constantly. This one gotta be my favourite. If it didn't take me nearly half an hour to do, then I would probably do this all the time. If you enjoyed this video and you enjoy makeup, hair, fashion, then please subscribe to my channel. I'm really enjoying making my videos at the moment, so I would love it if you could join me. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one.